Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at an all-shadow team, but before we do, we're going to be using Sableye, and then we're going to swap it out for Swampert because I was getting sick and tired of the Bastodons. And I'm going to say this complete shadow team worked great. We already know Shadow Mawile is my thing. It's going to be doing its thing, and then we got the Shadow Nidoqueen. Fantastic choice. And then the Swampert, which has to look out for grass. Now we have two ground types, which is going to make us kind of vulnerable to water. And not only that, but we got the Mawile, which is not going to really want to see water. So there you go. That's the weakness to this team. And another reason why I'm using Swampert in combination with this team is because Galarian stunfisk. And that is probably more so of the reason than the Bastodon. Anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and get right into the commentary here. Hopefully all of you are having a good night in Go Battle League. There's no lag. I've been running into some issues, and we'll get into the commentary in a minute, but what the issues are is basically when I get off a charge move, I can't attack for a few seconds, or like a second and a half. Same with the opponents. It's very weird. You're not going to see it all the time, but it is occurring once in a while. Nonetheless, Mawile is absolutely mauling down that Alolan Ninetales. We're going to go ahead and go for the power-up punch here on the Galarian Stunfisk, vamping up our Fire Fang and taking the win. We're only going to be looking at two teams here with the Sableye, and then we're going to go into the full Shadow team, which is was so fun to use. And we have a great lead with the Azumarill here. Let's go. So this matchup is pretty standard now. If you don't know, basically people are going to let this first one go through. They may shield it, but it's, unless there's something back there very weak to poison or ground or whatever the case may be. But you can win this matchup simply by shielding up that Ice Beam and going for that Poison Fang, lowering their defense and then potentially farming them down if they didn't use a shield here. And now they're going to be bringing in Altaria, which is great. We do have the Sableye currently, but if we had the Swampert, this still wouldn't be an issue. This actually would be great because we're getting all these Poison Fangs and lowering the defense, and then we just go in there with Mawile. But they're backing out at this point. Was really curious as to know what's in the back there. Now, this battle, oof, I'm going to tell you, was really good. It kept me on my toes. It was definitely no easy win here, so let's see what we have. We're led with a Deoxys defense, Psycho Boost right off the bat, expecting that would have done a lot of damage. Swapping into Umbreon, and I did not throw this unexpectedly. I'm just throwing it because, well, we're going to lower that defense, be able to go in here with the Mawile and do more damage than we typically would do. So we're going to be looking pretty okay here. So they're going for the foul play, resisted, but still doing a decent amount of damage, and it will eventually bring us down very low, obviously. And we're just going to continue on here with that lower defense. Could have went for Iron Head here, but I figured let's go ahead and vamp this thing up. We're going to be able to get to another Power Punch right there. Fantastic. This will KO. This should KO, right? Let's go. And, oh, they're going to, yep, definitely would have KO'd because they have lower defense. Yeah, and we have raised our attack. So they're going to be able to take us out. Decided to go ahead and let it go because, well, don't want to use my last shield here. We're going to go ahead and go in here with Swampert and farm down. Because when Shadow Swampert has energy, boy, oh boy, you better look out. So we're looking good here. One shield, what are they going to come in here as? An Azumarill. So we're just going to go straight for the Sludge Wave here. If they want to use their shield, so be it. Go ahead. We do have the Nidoqueen in the back. Yes, the Deoxys has Psycho Boost, but we can work around the situation here. So we're going to go ahead and preserve the health on the Swampert. Swapping once we actually build up beyond the Sludge Wave. Bringing in the Nidoqueen, going for the Poison Fang here, lowering the defense on the Deoxys, eating away, getting to another one here. It's looking real good for me. They can go ahead and get off that Psycho Boost if they want to. We'll be perfectly fine, but we're actually able to farm them down here. In comes the Azumarill, and we're going to be going for Poison Fangs. Now, I know it seems like we kind of won this. It's nice and smoothly. Didn't seem too difficult, but I don't know. It just, at the time, it felt, I don't know, nerve-wracking. Not nerve-wracking, but just on the edge. If I made one little mistake, then it would have lost. And technically, yeah. So good game to that trainer there. Good game to all these trainers. On to our next opponent here, folks. And we're going to be seeing these higher ranks towards the end here. This is still early on, and we're still rising up. We have a lot more sets to do. Now, a little fun fact for you. This is not even digging into my Go Battle League night, okay? With the last video with the Quillfish and this one, yeah, okay? So we got a lot of stuff to bring to you later down the line. So this is going to be Nidoqueen's time to shine here. It's actually going to run through this team like crazy, swapping into their final Pokemon, and we're going to go ahead and just swap into our Swampert here. 2-2 shields, and we're going to be able to spam the Hydro Cannon a lot faster. They can get off that bone, not a lot faster, but faster they can get off Bone Club, so we're going to be able to outpace them here. And we're going to go ahead and shield this Shadow Ball. I didn't I was expecting something. It took a minute for them to get that off. I was expecting a Shadow Bone, but it's a good thing we shielded it up because a Shadow Ball would have been devastating, and it probably would have been not looking good for us. Gonna go ahead and shield up this next Shadow Ball as well. They have no more shields. We're farming up extra because, well, they're shieldless, and might as well take advantage while they're in between getting to a charge move, right? Bringing in that Azumarill, and we're getting to the Sludge Wave, but unfortunately, they're gonna KO us here. That's okay. We're simply going to come in here with Nidoqueen. Looking good. Going to go for that Poison Fang. Taking the win. Should KO the Azumarill here. And be... Oh, well, nope. Swapping. Oh, yeah. I think I just wanted to let them know that they were battling the real Pokey AK by throwing in that Mawile at the end. Anyways, into the next battle. We're met with the Venusaur. What do you think? Is this a good matchup for Nidoqueen or a bad matchup? It's actually... neutral, I suppose. Frenzy Plant's going to demolish us. There's no doubt about that. But we're going to be able to keep up here in the sense that our poison jabs are doing a lot. They didn't shield it up. They had no chance. Awesome. Bringing in a Galarian Stunfisk, and I figure let's waste no time and just go for Earth Power since we're ahead while we can. Just might as well get it off, right? So we're getting a shield out of them. Go figure. Every time I go for the Earth Power, I get a shield. Every time I go for Poison Fang, I get no shield. Even though I build up to the Earth Power, they always call it right. So they are letting that one go through. Seeing that we didn't build up to another Earth Power, if they were counting. Going for a Rock Slide, able to farm us down. Not a good situation, but not the worst because we got the old Swampy to handle this annoying Galarian Stunfisk, okay? If you use it, you know, all good. I'm not saying anything bad about it. It's a great Pokemon. It's just annoying for my team sometimes. Anyways, bringing in that Pelipper on the opponent's end. Going to go for the Sludge Wave. They're calling the shield correctly here. And at this point, I was like, oh my gosh. This is going to be a close one, shielding up this Weather Ball here. Getting to the Sludge Wave. This is going to do a decent amount of damage. Quite a bit. Swapping instantly into the Mawile. Let's go. Come on, can we farm it down? We do. Absolutely incredible. Bringing in the Galarian Stunfisk here. Earthquake will KO, but there is no way they can win anymore. Alright, so they can take us out with Earthquake, but the Swampert is going to go in here and then get to a Hydro Cannon. So down we go from Earthquake, in comes Swampert, and we're taking the win with the Hydro Cannon. Shadow Team was a blast. This Shadow Team was an absolute blast for sure, folks. Let's have some fun. Into the next one here. And what do you know? It's a Galarian Stunfisk. Everything in the back can handle it. But if we swap into a Mawile, we don't want to really see, I don't know, an Azumarill. Or if we swap into Swampert, we don't really want to see an Altaria or some sort of grass type. So we're just going to hold our ground here. Getting a shield, letting this go through. It is an Earthquake, so oof. Now, my thought process was, okay, if it's an Earthquake, whatever. We'll go down, bring in Swampert, they'll swap, and we will be able to kind of work around this. So they're bringing in a Sableye, going for Foul Play. Not very effective, still doing a bunch of damage. Man, if they had those little items, X defense and whatnot, boy, oh boy, Mawile would be getting one of those and having a little bit more defense. Those are actually in the game files, folks. In the main series, there's something called X defense, X attack, X speed, which speed isn't a thing in Pokemon Go, but it does boost your Pokemon specific stat, whatever you use it in for that category for that battle. Wouldn't that be something? Like I said, they're in the game files, but they haven't introduced them. Maybe it was a lost thing that they're never going to. Who knows? Anyways, up against the Medicham here, we're just toe to toe, and we're going to shield up this Ice Punch. Need to get to this Hydro Cannon, take out this Medicham. Or Meta. I like Meta better. In comes the Swampert, or the Galarian Stunfisk, going for the Hydro Cannon, and look at the Swampert putting in the work. And, oh, this one. Wow, yeah. Actually, I wasn't even upset at this. Actually made me laugh, because they were probably so happy surviving with 1 HP and getting off a Rock Slide. Like, that's a jump-up victory right there. It's a good game. Next battle, we're met with a Galvantula. Okay, so we're just going to go Poison Fang here. This is an easy matchup for Nidoqueen. No problem. Lunge. No problem. Obviously, discharge is not what you're going to go for. Going to go ahead and let that through. It is a discharge. Okay, I don't know what to say about that, but we're going to go ahead and continue on. Let this lunge go through. Lowering our attack. That's fine. We won this without using a shield. In comes a Skarmory. And now we're going to go ahead and start bringing that defense down. I know I keep misspeaking once in a while. In my last video, I think I said, keep bringing the attack down. You know what it is. All right, so we're bringing the defense down significantly. Very nice. They're instantly swapping into their Azumarill, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Swampert here because we do have that Sludge Wave, which is going to almost one-shot him as a Shadow Swampert here. So building it up, going to go for the Hydro Cannon to bait. Let's see if we can get the shield. All right, beautiful. Beautiful, let's see it. So going for the Sludge Wave here. I'm going to do some big damage. Oh yeah, looking good. Don't remember if I shield this. Okay, we're gonna let it go through. Ice Beam, we're surviving. Thought that would KO, surprisingly. And I didn't get that Hydro Cannon off because I just wanted to farm a little with the Mawile here. In comes the Skarmory. This is, you know, it's a GG. But I feel like they could have maybe pulled off a win if they snuck a Brave Bird through. I know it's not very effective, but nah. It was our game no matter what. All right, good game. All right, on to the next opponent. We're going to be seeing an Azumarill. Oh, yes. Before it was annoying to see these leads, but now I'm loving it. Swapping into the Galarian Stunfisk. Not a bad play, but their defense has been lowered. And, well, hello, Swampert. And let's do our thing here. So since we did lower the defense, this Hydro Cannon is going to absolutely one-shot this thing, but they're using their shield. I think they double shield this Galarian Stunfisk here, as a matter of fact. Shielding up this Earthquake correctly, calling that. Because the Rock Slide's not very effective, we do not need to shield that, but they didn't bait. Going for another Hydro, almost have 2 ready to go. Shielding it up, and we're getting to another one. Sorry. And getting that thing out of here. All right, what are they going to bring into the battle with no shields, and it's that Azumarill. Okay, we let this go through, and I actually think we get to the Sludge Wave. Okay, come on. Beautiful. This will KO the Azumarill. It's so nice how all these poison moves are just playing their position. Sludge Wave had no additions added to it. It didn't get buffed or no little features. And we have a Metachamp back here, shielding up this Ice Punch and going for the Earth Power. Just doing the big damage. Their shields are down. Might as well just get this thing the heck out of here. And Poison Jab down for the win. Let's go. All right, so we're met with the Talonflame. Now, what do you think about this matchup for Nidoqueen? Is it good? Is it bad? I'm going to tell you it's not bad. It's not too bad. You just got to have shields, or else, yeah, it's not looking too great. Because those Poison Jabs buff, woo. And then the Poison Fang, it's just too good now. Obviously, Mawile has nothing to do with this, or wants nothing to do with this matchup. Swampert is saying, let me at him. But as soon as we swap, we're going to see a grass, because you know there's going to be something protecting that fire. Maybe. We'll see. And we're poison jabbing down, using both shields, granted. But, hey, let's see what we can do. Coming in with an Azumarill. Oof. Wonder what's in the back. So let's go ahead and just continue this train here with the poison. Looks like they're going to almost be able to farm us down. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they're not. This is big, getting this through here. But we're still not in the best territory. Swapping into Mawile, because the only thing that's going to hurt us is Hydro Pump. Ice Beam does tickle. All right, Play Rough is not what you're going to want to go for, but looking good. Oh, a Superior. Okay, makes sense. And you're going to see something. At first, I was like, yeah, we got this. But then I realized, oh, crap. We have a Shadow Swampert. Our Nidoqueen's almost dead. How are we going to pull this off? Oh, boy. It's not looking good. If you're thinking going with the Nidoqueen and Poison Jab a bit, yeah, that could have worked. We were going to win this, but it was just looking a little nerve-wracking. And I want you to see, watch what the Swampert does. Look at this. Look at this taunt. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. Good game. On to the next opponent here. Oh, what? Speak of the Superior. Well, folks, you already know what it is. Nidoqueen taking over. Let's go. You have no idea how happy I am with this Nidoqueen situation. Is it broken? Let's stop the commentary. You just take a look at the battle here. Is Shadow Nidoqueen broken right now? Let's just think about this for a second. Is Charm broken? Are some Charm users broken? Are some other Pokemon broken? Like Swampert Shadow? Yeah, they are. I think it was much needed for some sort of poison type to really rise up in the ranks and put some of these Pokemon in their place. Specifically, fairy types, right? So, as much as we may think that this new Shadow Nidoqueen is broken, it's really kind of balancing things out. You think this is bad? Well, I'm not going to say Galarian Slowpoke is going to be some crazy thing, but kind of a coincidence that poison moves were just buffed, and we're going to be seeing that pretty soon. So let's see what happens. Anyways, we were able to take out that Talonflame, get to the Sludge Wave. Oh boy, folks. Oh boy, Ren. Let's go. If you're wondering whenever I say, oh boy, Ren, that's for Ren and Stimpy. You know, the red cat, the dumb one. Oh, I love that show. Anyway, we're just going to Fire Fang. You know, just Fire Fang and a Azumarill and powering up, punching it away into oblivion and taking the win. You know, oh wow, putting in the work. All right, on to our next opponent here. We're met with an Altaria. This is fine. Actually, I don't mind this at all. See, oh my goodness, Nidoqueen, you're disgusting. Gonna go ahead and go for the Poison Fang and start lowering that defense nice and good. Now, you're gonna have to use a shield, but if you do, you're putting on the pressure and they're gonna be more than likely having to swap. They could shield you up, but those poison jabs are gonna start accumulating with that defense drop by 2 stages. Look at me now. Farming. Oh, I think we could have farmed down. Didn't have the guts to do it right then. We're getting a shield and lag, and down they go. Now, would they have been able to get a charge? Maybe. I don't. You know what, folks? It's just this game is so whacked out. You know, sometimes you just got to keep on tapping. Tap-a-roo. You've seen me not be a complete scummy person and say I get an extra shield. I'll let them do their thing again because that's a little unfair. But otherwise, you're stuck between a broken server and your wins, man, you know? So anyways, we're taking out that muck. And at this point, yeah, they're still, could have had a glitch, but I think they just said the heck with this. Or close their app. Yeah, this looks like a close app situation with the sit here. And, you know, if you want to close the app, that's fine. My Mawile is just going to come in here and nom. If they did somehow get disconnected, I'm sorry. We're still going to win that anyway, so might as well just finish it. Right, good game. On to the next opponent here. We're met with a Scrafty, and this is not the best, not the worst, you know. Look at our poison jab before we even lowered the defense. We have to call the foul play, otherwise, not good. We're resisting the counters, but we're already almost at half health, so it's not like we're really resisting them because of the shadow. Getting another one through. I haven't used a shield yet, so I'm like, you know, I'm going to preserve my Nidoqueen here, and you can go ahead and go down. They're swapping and locking, and we're going to go ahead and swap into Mawile. It took me a second to register what the heck I was seeing, and it's an Gyarados. So bringing in the Mawile, Fire Fang, super effective here, and they're going for the, what was that, Poison Fang? And now a lunge. Was that poison? Cross poison? I'm sorry, I just missed that. Anyways, they go for a lunge. That thing's got the new moves. Looking good. Bringing in the Scrafty here. Do we want to shield with all this energy? Nah, we're letting it go. Power Up Punch, calling it. Yep. Good. What a waste that would have been. And I have a Nidoqueen. I go for Power Punch. Man, what a missed opportunity to see Iron Head damage from a Shadow Mawile. It's oh well. Because we have the Swampert, going to go ahead and bring it in here. Go for the Hydro Cannons. We're looking peachy. Getting that last shield out of them. Even if they bait me with the Poison Fang, I don't think they can get to Earth Power because, well, Swampert. Going for another Hydro Cannon and taking the win with our Shadow team, which has so much play. Love it. Jellicent, is that an issue? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's pretty much a GG's. Now we could play around it because let's talk about it. Poison is resisted by Ghost, Jellicent's Ghost, and Water. Earth Power will do damage, but by the time all that happens, I'll probably shield and we wouldn't be good. Mawile's Iron Head's not very effective. Fire Fang, not very effective. Power Punch, also, you know, you guessed it. Swampert, all of its moves resisted. Jellicent completely walls this team. Right. We already discussed how water was going to be a bit of an issue, and that is the top threat to it. Anyway, yeah, so I better figure that out, right? Jellicent. So we are up against a Nidoqueen. We've got a mirror match here. I think this is a very fun battle. They start going for the Poison Fangs, trying to maybe get our shields. Maybe thinking it would be enough. We go for the Earth Power after we got both of their shields. They're coming in and farming down with their Politoed. And, well, we're going to have to bring in the Swampert and go for the Sludge Wave here. That's all we're really left with. Letting the Weather Ball go through because we know we can survive that first one. But we're going to have to shield up this next one here. Wait for a potential swap. No swap. Going for the Sludge Wave, which should KO this Politoed here. If not, swap into Mawile and farm. Okay, beautiful, and they have a Umbreon in the back. So we're going to go ahead and put on a little pressure with the Hydro Cannon here, and then we'll swap into our Mawile. And I'm just farming a little extra energy for safe measures. It's not like this thing is going to take me out. There's no way. So yeah, looking good. They back out, save us some time. Like I've said before, if you choose to back out when battling me, if it looks like a certain loss for you, don't feel like I'm thinking, well, this is a certain loss. Why aren't you backing out? I'm not like one of those elitists, okay? Just always remember that, folks. You're going to see the fakest of the fakest of the fakest try to uplift communities, and then they talk all this crap behind your backs. It's disgusting hypocrisy. But we're not going to go down that route. Let's keep it nice, happy, fresh. Looking good up against the Scrafty here. And we're going to go ahead and go for the vamped up Power Up Punch. Could have got off an Iron Head, but hey, we have a double KO. Double KO. Okay, so since the Scrafty's out of the way, it's not necessarily a threat to the team. So now we're just gonna, oh, yes. Let's go. Hydro Cannon up against the Galarian Stunfisk here as we both swap in at the same time. Blind throw in. So we're looking good here. Do we call this? Nah, we're going to go ahead and shield up the Rock Slide. Using our last shield, they're going into a Zoom Roll. We're going to go ahead and build up to the Sludge Wave and go for it. Swap into the Nidoqueen and start up the farm. Okay, and we're going to be able to get to that Earth Power. Ice Beam, that's okay, no problemo. Yeah, that hurts a lot. Can we get to the Earth Power? Please tell me it is so. And we do, just in the nick of time. And this is going to KO the Galarian Stunfisk. Shadow Nidoqueen doing massive damage to the floppy steelfish thing. Okay, on to our next opponent. Now, these are going to be from earlier today. As you can see, it is now daytime, and our points are a little bit higher, and the ranks, people are just rising up like crazy because they get all these battles here. So we are met with a Medicham, and actually, I like this matchup quite a bit. They go for Ice Punch, that's fine, we'll shield it up. If it's a Psychic, it may be kind of obvious, and we'll shield it up, shielding up that Ice Punch, and we're going to be able to outpace them at this point, I do believe. So they have used one shield, they don't want to use another one. I think we're going to have to let this go, and we will survive, it's no problem. Okay. Now, if they wanted to swap and take us out before we were able to farm or whatever, they've locked themselves, so they didn't do that, though. They're bringing in a Galarian Stunfisk. We're letting our Nidoqueen go down because we do not want to swap and lock. And doing a ton of damage, almost KOing that thing. We're going to go ahead and shield it up and farm because we're in a good position. We shielded up a Rock Slide, unfortunately, but we have a bunch of energy, and I do believe they back out, so we don't even get to see what's in the back. On to our next battle here. Got a few more for you folks, and then we're going to be taking off. Got a few things to do, and then we're going to be doing our battles later tonight. Oh, boy. All right, so we're met with a Galvantula. We've seen this before, and it's not a threat whatsoever. Lunge is what you want to go for, okay, folks? They're swapping with energy and bringing in a Politoed, and this is actually kind of not too good. It's a Shadow. So we're going to go ahead and shield up that Weather Ball while getting off this Poison Fang, and then I do believe we're going to... What are we going to retreat to? I mean, what is the situation we're in? I think we just stay... I think we double shield and farm down, and we're just going to have to call it because the Politoed is too much of a threat. Yeah, exactly. And then farming them down, shieldless at this point while they have one shield, but the Nidoqueen is ready to go. They're bringing in a Venusaur, and I figured at this point with the other Pokemon we saw, this is a GG, we won. All right, because Mawile. All right, so we're going for another Poison Fang, bringing that defense down very low. You're going to see how fast Fire Fang is going to take it out if they do decide to stay in, or the Nidoqueen doesn't simply take it out. This is going to be a Frenzy Plant to KO unless they undertap. They are not under tapping, and in comes Mawile and taking out that Venusaur instantaneously. Galarian, I was going to say Galarian Galvantula, like what the heck is that? Galvantula comes in, goes for the lunge, doing a lot of damage, but we get to the Hydro Cannon, but they back out. We take the win, looking fantastic. Alrighty, as you can see, the ranks are just getting higher and higher as we go on, and we're met with another Medicham, and I say bring it on, boys. Let's go. So we're going to go ahead and build up extra energy. Now, when you're farming, you could go for the build up to the Earth Power to build the illusion, but if, you know, sometimes you may just want to get off that Poison Fang as quick as possible to lower their defense so you can just do more damage quicker, faster, right? Anyways, going for another one here. We've gotten one shield out of them. We already know how this is going to work. We're going to let this Ice Punch go through because Nidoqueen can survive. It doesn't matter what the IVs are on that. Great. And not able to get to the Poison Jab, unfortunately, and they're coming in with a Sableye. So we're going to go ahead and bring in that Mawile because we do resist the foul play and the return. But, you know, we're so squishy. I think we can not even take 2 foul plays, unfortunately. Let's see here. Those Shadow Claws are the reason why they're digging in. So foul play, yep. One more is going to, yeah, they could have farmed us almost, but they decided to throw here. And we're going to shield up and farm. Whoa, brave calls. Double KO. What's in the back? GG's. That's why we got the Swampert. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for your new, turn notifications on, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care, trainers.
If there's any thought, better think of me for a little support. At a time of need, it'll be enough. Not a chance. Driving into town, can't see or hear. Kill communication. communication, stepping off the grid just to let me know. Too many got my time. Being here before, lovers winter freeze, summer's burn, shut down on the sneeze. Take what you learn, have what to be. If there's any more that I think of me, could you feel no different? After half a week it'll be enough. Not a chance.